This week started with SBFM. This one pumped almost 300% immediately. Of course, impossible to catch. So all we can do now is look for a potential entry if it wants to go again. When we add its daily chart, we see an obvious gap zone, even a second one. But when we look at the 1-minute chart, we can see why this one is more relevant, because it rejected exactly from this gap and went straight down. And even did this for a second time when it went close to breaking the gap, but rejected and went back down. This means that this is a really strong resistance zone. So we wait for the break of the gap to enter. Once it broke the gap, we entered. It consolidated for a bit before it gave us a more than 100% move. The next day gave us W&W. After Monday, we knew these plays can explode quickly, so when W&W started going, we immediately looked at its daily chart and saw the clear gap zone. It rejected from the gap, which confirmed the strength of the resistance zone. 3 minutes later, it broke the gap already, so we got in. It gave us a quick 38% profit. Just like SBFM, we used the same strategy we talked about last week. CODX didn't got a gap like the previous two, but it did have a big resistance level. A few days back, it rejected hard from the $2.77 level. Tuesday, it rejected from this level again, and when we zoom a bit out, we see that the last 2 times that it broke this level, it gave some nice moves. These factors combined signify that this level is a really strong resistance level. After one more rejection, it broke it strongly Wednesday. It gave us a quick 20% move before coming back down to the level. Here it consolidated for quite some time. The strong resistance has now become strong support. This is a great spot to re-enter again, and only risk a few percent. We put our stop loss below the wick, so we risk only 5%. Now we just sit back and relax and watch it go up. It went to $4.50 for a 60% move. Not bad, right? For only risking 5%. The final play of this week was a really nice gap play again, AKTX. This one started moving Thursday after hours. When we look quickly at its daily chart, we see 2 obvious gap zones. This one is a really strong zone we can confirm since it rejected multiple times from it in after hours. So, once it broke, you could have entered and got a nice 80% move. But because this happened in after hours, we missed it. Like we said many times in the past, we don't play after hours that often because it's not our favorite time period. That doesn't mean we're not interested in the ticker. The next day, we kept watching it, retracing back to the gap zone, which was strong resistance and now has become strong support. Here we entered with a really nice risk-to-reward ratio. We put our stop loss right below the gap zone, so we risk less than 5%. It bounced for 35%, but because we know how explosive this one can be, we didn't sell all. It retraced back to around the zone again and bounced this time more aggressively. It made an 80% move and rejected exactly from the second gap again, literally a pitch-perfect play from bottom to top. Do you see how hot the market has become? So many easy breakout plays to play. For now, keep your eyes open for these breakout plays. And before we end this video, also maybe take a look at QTEX. Last week, quantum plays were hot after the $2 billion investment deal with the US. If they keep running, QTEX can explode. We will take a starter entry if it breaks $1 again. But if these quantum plays start dying, we will not enter. Or if we are already in, we will close our position. I hope you learned something, and I hope this video helped you further in your trading career. Keep your eyes open. It's gotta be a hot summer. See you hopefully next time. Bye.